We are continuing with the topic network topology. We will learn star topology and mesh topology in this. So star topology is a common network topology which is used, and in star topology, as the name implies, there will be a central hub and every node in the network is directly connected to that one central hub. So here you can see this is a star topology. We are having a central hub, can be a switch, where we have connected all the stations. So these stations are different devices which is connected to one central hub. So if this station want to send the data to this one, then we have to pass it through the central hub. Now we can use cables which is most commonly used. One is coaxial, twisted pair, fiber optic cables. And the central node or central hub will manage the data transmission. And here we know that this is that central hub. This will manage who is sending. This hub will know who will send the data, where is the destination, who is the source, from where to where we have to send all details, and it will act like a repeater only. It will also help to prevent the data loss because central hub will get the data and it will pass the data. So it will help to prevent the data loss. So that is what written here. As information sent from any node on the network has to pass to the central hub, which will function as a repeater as well as which will help to prevent the data loss. Now, what are the advantages of star topology? Before coming to the advantages, okay, the first advantage here is if there are n devices which is connected each other, then the number of cables required is n. So it is very easy to set up the connection. Here you know that we are having total 8 stations. So we need total 8 cables. And that cables can be coaxial cable and all. So very easy. If I want to add one, no, I just want to add one with one cable. So only one port, and in this port all the number of devices will be connected. There will be one port only, and in this port all the devices will be connected. So each device requires only one port that will be connected to the central hub, and therefore the total number of ports required is n. And if the other advantage is if one link fail, only that link will be affected and not the other. Here we know if the station is a failure, if something happened to the station, then this wire will be damaged, or this through this wire or through this cable I cannot send the data, but others will work smoothly because these all are not connected to the station. It is only connected to the hub. So if something happened to any station, then it will not affect others. Others will work smoothly. Then we can also find out which sender is having any problem, any issues. So fault identification can be easily done. And it is also inexpensive because we are using coaxial cable, which is less expensive than other cables. Disadvantage is that if that central hub or concentrator is a failure, then the entire system will crash down. And also to install that central hub is high of cost. Performance is all based on that central hub only. If something happened to the central hub, which is connected to all the devices, which will help to send the data from the center to destination, if something happened to this, then the whole system is a failure. Next, we are going to learn on mesh topology. So mesh topology is somewhere similar to point. Okay. Here the only thing is all the nodes are interconnected. Point to point mein we are having only two nodes. No, here many nodes will be there and all will be interconnected. And here we are having two different types of topologies. One is partial mesh and one is full mesh. So partial may not all will be connected together. There will be some few nodes where one or two or three connections will be there. But full mesh may all will be connected to each other. Now I'll show you this one. Partial mesh is this and this is full mesh. Partial mesh mein you can see this device when I am taking as an example. This is only connected to this one and this one and this. So it is not connected to this one. No? So we can say this is partial. But in this one, this is a full mesh where when we take each device is connected to all the other devices. So if there are 6 devices, then 6 minus 1 connections will be there for each device. One concept is two main methods which we will use during transmission is one is a routing method and second one is flooded. So what is known as routing? Routing means it will find out the shortest path. Routing will be helping to, we will have routers and which will help you to find out the shortest path from source to destination. And what is known as flooded? Flooded means the information sent to all the nodes within the network. Okay, without the logic of routing. So two concepts is there. One method may what we will do if the station want to send the data, it will send to all the other devices. This is known as flooded method. In routing method, if I want to send the data to a destination, it will find out the shortest path and it will send to the proper destination. Now, so the total number of ports that are required by each device is n minus 1. Correct? That is, this device have to connect to all the other 5. No, there are total 6 stations and the station want to connect data to or wires. It want to do the connection with other stations. So there are total 6. So 6 minus 1, 5 stations may we have 5 ports we need to be connected to this station. And how many number of links will be there? Here you can see many multiple links, no? So that will be calculated by a formula known as n star into n minus 1, where n is number of devices. So 6 into 6 minus 1, we will get 30 ports we need to connect to the for a 6 station device. Now advantages of mesh and disadvantages. Advantages, we know it is very reliable, proper correct data we will get to the destination because we know here whenever I am sending the data, the station is the center and if it is a receiver, direct connection is there. So reliability of data is there and it is stable and interconnectivity, complex degree of interconnectivity is there. So there are chances of less failure. And no single device going down can bring the network offline. So here we know that all devices are connected to each other. But the main disadvantage is each interconnection between nodes require a cable. So it is time consuming. It takes time to connect the devices. It takes time to connect the devices. So setup is time consuming. And cost of cabling, as we know, all devices are connecting each other. The cost of cabling is more, and if we want to add one more, then the cost will be increased. So this is there in today's. Thank you.